Hi, this is DH Dunn, and let's see if this is working. I see Friday is here. I see Vidholf contributed to the Dunloper challenge. Thank you, Vidholf. I appreciate that. So I'll keep an eye on the bit rate. Hopefully things will be better this time. We rebooted, you know, it depends. If the problem was my computer, great. If the problem was mains potato-powered internet, then there isn't a whole lot I can do. But we'll hope that the technical gods give us our game time. So good to see you, Friday. Thank you so much for being here, Abby. Great to see you. I hope your vacation is going well. I hope it's going better than last night, anyway. Koru, great to see you. Thank you for the contribution, Koru. Oh, and I got to update my follower goal because I already met that one. I'm at 203 followers now. So let's set that to 210. Just put that back. Put that back. The New Hampshire has potato-powered internet too. That's definitely true. Definitely true, Abby. Maine, by the way, is, I believe, the nation's #2 source of potatoes, after Idaho. So potatoes are actually a big crop up here, which is I never really would have associated Maine with potatoes, but I always go 10 at a time, Koru. I don't know. I don't know whether 250 by next week. I don't think so. Hey Dante. Hey Vidholf. Great. All you have is chat and the video hung and circling. You might have to like refresh, Vidholf. Hopefully that'll fix it for you. My stream monitor now shows me with very reasonably low lag. A couple seconds. Not the greatest I've ever seen, but all my lights are green right now, so we'll see. We'll see how things go. So, what's there to chat about today before we get into it? I don't know that there's a whole lot. It's only been 24 hours. I have some thoughts about our run. I was in, oh boy, whose stream was it? Tina. Tina's stream. And she made me think about something that I think I'm doing wrong in this particular interloper run. So we'll talk about that when we get into it. Today was a better day. Spent the whole day in Plymouth, so I'm exhausted. Lots of walking. And a pretty warm day, although at least up here it is now windy and cool. It's actually quite nice out right now. But it has been unseasonably warm here lately, so I'm sorry that you've had to deal with that, Abby. But Plymouth is fascinating. There's lots of interesting stuff to do and see there. So I hope you're having a good time. And I don't know what else there's to talk about. I did have to. I I had a kind of a moment that you get at a certain point in your life. Today we have a freezer, like a mini freezer, kind of like a mini fridge, except it's a freezer. And we bought a larger one. So that one's been sitting in the hallway and we need to empty it out and then I'm going to take it to the garage and defrost it. And so I went to pick that up today to put it in the garage and I went, huh! And like there's this little, you feel this little thing in your back go like, they're like, oh geez. So I think I just narrowly missed like significantly tweaking it. For a moment it was not good, but it got better pretty quickly. So I'm hoping that that stays good because the kids are coming tomorrow, granddaughter's coming tomorrow. So and the grand dog is coming tomorrow as well. Max, the amazing golden retriever, will be here tomorrow. So looking forward to all of that. And I didn't pop anything, but I did not want that to happen. So I don't think it happened. I think I narrowly avoided it, which is good. But who you are, I think, stays the same age. It's the casing around you that degrades. And sometimes you're kind of frustratingly reminded of that. So I don't know. I don't know what else to talk about. I think I'm ready to just get into it, and then I'll talk about my concerns for our run and how it's going. But anyway, let's roll the intro, and then we'll get going. I didn't actually have the game running yet. So, just a second. I did think of something else, though. Hang on. Come on, Steam. Get with the program. My family asked me if I wanted to play Uno and had to politely decline thanks to being way too mentally stimulated. We played Uno wrong for years, not knowing that the rules of Uno are if you cannot draw a card, you have to draw, I think, 4 cards. But we used to think that if you couldn't draw a card, you have to keep drawing cards until you can play one. And so sometimes you might draw like 15, 20 cards that way, and the game would go on forever. So, because of that, I have kind of a weird relationship with Uno, where I don't, I like, Uno, I don't know. It's a fine game. Uno is fine. Welcome back, Devious. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well this evening. Gameplay. You only do this every frickin' night, Dave. Yeah. Same buttons you hit every night. Not that freaking complicated. The rules are interchangeable. I've played it where you draw one or draw until you play one. Okay, so I'm not the only one. Now, how many of you play Monopoly with the house rule that you put money on free parking? And I always play it with you put money on free parking, and anything you have to pay to the bank goes there. And if somebody lands on free parking, then they get it all. But as I've stated before, I think Monopoly is a horrible game. It's just my opinion. All you Monopoly stands out there, don't at me. Totally okay if you like Monopoly. I just don't like it. Hey, I forgot we were in the dam.
Damn, I'm freezing.
Did you hear the first word she said was dam? She knew where she was. Astrid's self-aware. Jerry can. Let's put Jerry over here so I don't forget about him. I hate Monopoly too. Do I have anything that I should be dropping? Yes. Let's drop these right now and just let them cure while we explore the dam. So we're definitely going to explore Mystery Lake here. But I had a couple thoughts today. The first thing, she's talking to Dam saying, hey, turn on the heat. The first thing is, I feel Kat's and Cryo's frustration that I ended up in Pleasant Valley again. This isn't very different from my other run. This is basically the same run you guys already saw me do. So you guys might be bored by this. I'm sorry. I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to restart. But I kind of get why. So I think what I would say is for my next Interloper run, if I get Pleasant Valley, I will restart. I'll leave it random other than that. But I get it. It's, you guys probably are like, ooh, I want to see him do Ash Canyon. I want to see him spawn an HRV and he doesn't know where anything is. Like, instead I spawned in Pleasant Valley and basically did the exact same things I did last time. I get where that might not be interesting. Hey Cryo, good to see you. How are you this evening? And Tuna, if I didn't say hi to you, it's good to see you as well. I'm ignoring that spray paint. Not bored, just interested to see you try a new area. Yeah, and that's kind of hard to do in this scenario. But I did have a realization today. You did not say hi to me, and I wrote it down. Killer Tuna, do you want to know something funny? My grandmother, who I would call Nana, my father's mother, Nana kept records of everyone who sent her a Christmas card. And if she sent you a Christmas card and you did not send her one back, you are off the list. She kept extremely accurate records of birthday cards and Christmas cards and totally, would retaliate. Which, in life, not really that nice a thing. I did not inherit that. I don't really care if people send me cards or not. I more care about how they treat me as a person rather than, some kind of check mark system. But, that's just me.
Wonder if if I can drop any of this gear.
It was a big deal to her. She also, and I find this fascinating, I found notebooks of hers after she died. And for years and years, she would watch the Emmys, the Oscars, and the Grammys on TV and write down every single person who won. She wrote down everyone who was nominated, and then she put like a star or something next to each for every category in perfect, precise handwriting. Going, back to the 50s, or 60s, or whenever they were putting this on TV. Maybe she was getting it off the newspaper. I don't know. But I found it fascinating, and I asked my dad about it, and it's like, she wasn't a huge music fan or anything. She liked keeping records. Do I want to take the other toilet water? I mean, how much water do I have? I could leave the water. I always forget this. She was very, very particular about that. I also had a great-grandfather who used to put tinsel on the Christmas tree. Now, a lot of people don't even do tinsel anymore. But tinsel is these little strips of, like, aluminum foil or something. They're little tiny, it's almost like noodles. But they're like, like shiny. And you put them on the Christmas tree, and most people just throw them on, right? My great-grandfather would put each one on individually. Hundreds of them. And then after Christmas, he would take each one of them off and put them back in the back in the box and use them again the following year. He also would go to bed when he got older. He would go to bed in his suit in case he died. So that he was, well dressed. Oh, I forgot I had this meat. I should probably drop that outside. Hang on. All right, so we have 9 kilos of water. I don't really know how much that is, but let's cut it in half. Okay, you guys can stay here. I'll be right back. Dude was ready. I never met him. He died before I was born. I think there's a picture of him holding me as a baby, but like I have no memory of him. I'm excited for Christmas this year because this time we'll be completely moved into the new house. And you'll have the dog. That's right, it'll be Christmas in the UK. Very nice. 9 kilos or liters, it's all the same. 9 metrics. Some kind of Europe system. I'm just trying to be a dumb American. So anyway, I was going to give you my brilliant analysis as to what I think I'm doing wrong. I think I'm focused on the wrong problem. I've been very focused on getting my saplings and getting all my stuff set up, and I think that's not what I should be focused on. I think I should be focused on this. The fact that my clothes suck. That's what I think I should be focused on. I need to be making better clothes because if I spend the next week in game, it's going to get too cold too fast. If I spend all that time trying to get my bow going, I need to get, hides curing, and I'm kind of surprised, by the way, that I'm not really warming up at all. Like, I'm holding my ground, but I'm not warming at all. That's interesting. I guess the dam isn't very warm. Oh, because your son knows and is excited. That's such a fun age for it. That's very exciting. I remember the first Christmas with no toys. That was a big threshold. Or first Christmas where it was just clothes and clothes and video games and just that. Going straight for the... Alright, predictions. Who wants to predict what is in the safe? Make a prediction in the chat, and you'll win nothing. Well, other than bragging rights. You'll win 5 Schröter bucks. Socks. Hey, Teach. Looks like around 25. Gloves. Gloves says tuna. Teach says socks. Beans and jeans, says Koru. All right, 28. A dolly. That would be awesome, Friday. Insert my standard front page of Twitch joke for this. So 57, so 27, 57. Jeans and peaches. Cash and probably syrup. I always guess syrup. Bob syrup. Yep, this is gripping content. You know it. Peaches and breeches. I like that, Vidhoff. Alright, here we go. Show me peaches and breeches. A book. Who had book? A single non-special book, Devious, with a correct guess. That's it. Devious is the winner. Good job, Devious. Way to go. Good guess. What an incredible waste of time that was. Way to go, Long Dark. I mean, simple tool, sure. Alright, where's that, This is a weird collection of boxes. Is this hiding something? I don't know how long I want to spend on this, but I'll spend a minute on it. I wonder if this is hiding something. This looks like it's hiding something. You know what it's hiding? Nothing. Yep. Absolutely nothing. But thank you for playing.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Really, Astrid? Yeah, well done, Devious. Good job. Excellent guess. You've gotten it on Voyager, so you figured why not Stalker or even Interloper, yeah. Come on. Why isn't there ever anything anywhere? Stupid Interloper. On your clothing thoughts, I had really good clothing RNG, David. Has definitely helped the run. Less worry about keeping warm constantly. Yeah, see? Temperature is already an issue, and it's only going to get colder. I think I need to focus on that more than
I'm starving.
food. Sorry, Astrid, but I think I need to focus on clothing more. Dave, do you see how high the lottery jackpot was the other day? Yep. Is it still high? Did somebody win? Because we bought some tickets, but we haven't checked them. We're definitely in the category of people who only play the lottery when it's like ridiculously high. A guy in Indiana won. Or Illinois. Did he win the whole thing? Just one guy? Wow. Well, good for him. I hope it's the sort of person that it will help. I hope it was a school teacher. And I hope he uses it to help people. Yeah, I agree. Well, I guess I don't get to make my audiobook of Under Everest after all. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely in the category of money where, like, I don't think you could realistically spend it. But you could absolutely realistically lose it. Alright, so a whole bunch of nothing. Where does this go? Oh, hello. I don't know if I've ever been in here. A yellow filing cabinet? I'm weirdly excited. You bought 8 tickets. Did you win anything?
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been in here. Not that it seems to have anything. So did you see anything cool today, Abby, in your tour of Plymouth, Massachusetts? I think you went on the Mayflower tour, I think. Spent an arm and a leg on lunch today. Oh yeah, that's always the case when you go on vacation. You always spend tons of money on food. Wow, man. This is like the lottery. Well, thank you for the disappointment, room. Very well. What'd you get for lunch? That goes nowhere. I don't know the dam that well. I do make mistakes in here. I might be making a mistake right now. How much food do I have? I think I'm gonna eat these cattails. I don't like it being red.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
You literally just ate, Astrid. You know, it's Super One, you get confused in there often. It is day 7. Pay no attention to that other day. Apparently it's not day 9, it's day 7. Or it's day 9, but I've lived 7 days, and 2 of the days I was dead. Come on, man, I'm looking in all the little secret-y places. Can't you give me something? So, Abby, are you excited to become a verb? I thought that was so funny that Tuna was self-deprecating, so I started to give her a hard time, and I gave her the emote. Dave, are you Abbying me with that emote? So great. Abby's a verb. Your ragged and disheveled body has supported your travels for 7 days, but will it last? Devious, keep demonstrating those writer skills you don't have because you're apparently not a writer.
This is so cold.
Oh, whoa, it's cold in here, guys. Guys, it's cold in here. Ah, it's because I'm so freaking... Oh, really, Astrid? You can't get over that? My clothes are so weak that I can't explore this, which this was why I was here. See if there were clothes here. I didn't know you could get cold in the dam. There's a dude over here. Ah, man, they probably fired you for being lame. You don't have anything. This was a big old waste of time. Big waste of time. Well, we got a flare. It's definitely not a waste of time. But pretty bad. I gotta say. Pretty bad. This is why it's cold. Because of this. Alright. Whoops. Hang on there, Astrid. Did I see something in there? No. Alright, we're gonna head back to the trailers. Let's get you into some warmth again. I didn't notice that she was getting cold. I feel stupid. Wrong way. I'm sure there's spray paint in here somewhere. Apparently my parents are appalled to hear me swear, even though my dad road rage swore all the way up here. Look, Abby, I can't knock him for swearing. New England drivers are terrible. We are the worst drivers in America. The cold, unforgiving dam is unwelcoming and a useless addition to your travels. All right, Astrid, we're leaving. We're leaving. See? See? Look at that. Ah, Loper. Do you ever stop kicking me in the face? I don't think so. Whoops. Went the wrong way. So, your parents don't want you to swear, so I'll try not to swear also. I think I'm gonna leave a note. 3 birches and water at dam entrance. Jerry can too. Wait, actually, I wanna. Ah, come on! Don't do that. 3 birches and water at dam entrance. Click done on that. I think I hear bad weather outside, but hang on a second. Pick up the jerry can for a second. There, Astrid.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Let's make some mega torches. Can we? What are we missing? Sticks? That seems unlikely. I'm sure I have some crappy torches that I can turn into mega torches. Yeah, like this one. If French knots on your cross stitch, I'm questioning if the final product needs them. I'm only going to do the narration thing while you play Loper as it's more suspensional. I like it. I'm glad you're doing it. I've got the jerry can, so I should have the oil. Yeah, there we go. Alright, we have created Megatorch. Hey, Gun Tech. How are you? You're amazed at how awful Boston's interstates are. 35 miles on the interstate? What the hell is that? You can't go over 65 on the highway anywhere in New England until you get into Maine. In Maine, you can go 70. Megatorch! We love Megatorch. I'm going to try to get a Megatorch emote. I just got to figure it out. Good to see you, Guntech. Can we give Guntech a shout out, please?
I'll take it.
Hey, wait a minute. Hang on. That gives me an idea. For one thing, I'm wearing the wrong shoes. That actually is a decent warmth boost there. Obviously, these are not better. These are not better. But those could be harvested. But wait. Is the ball cap better than this? No. The ball cap is not. Harvest that bad boy. Thank you for that shout out. Interloper's a way of doing has a way of doing away with bad choices. That's what I love about it. Yeah. Yep. Interloper does not like my fly by the seat of my pants play style. This is gonna suck. Yup. Yup. That sucks. But I think we can do a fire right here. I think. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I might be wrong. I thought you could do a fire right here.
if I don't warm up soon?
Well, that's what we're working on there, Astrid, because you're not warming up outside. Or inside, excuse me. Ball cap is the worst. It's not even a 3D item. I know, I hate how flat it is. Salem is on the agenda for Monday. That's exciting. What are you guys doing tomorrow?
One little fire. Oh, lucky day.
Please hurry. Please hurry and get warm. Please hurry and get warm. We are warming slightly. We'll deploy the T. Deploy the T. Jiggle the T. Alright, we're warming up. Do we have the ability to make more tea? I'm so bad at this. You can make some more reishi. Craft that. Make some rose hips. I gotta fix that tea emote. I'm so disappointed that it's not better. 2 minutes. Let's select. No. Cook. Cook. I said cook. Cook. Yeah, birch bark, actually. Is this birch bark? Yes, it is. Dad's going to the historical society in town because he's trying to find the father of a very specific form. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome, Abby. That's super cool. Yours is ending. Your run is ending? Oh, I'm sorry. Gun Tech, what's going on? Where's your vacation ending? You got some emotes. Megatorch is a great idea. Thank you. We love Megatorch. You're not done yet. Let's wait. Now you're done. I mean, we're all done, right? That's the whole point. Make a giant pot of tea. 45 minutes. Do I want to eat this food? I kind of think I do. A black outline around each item or word should solve any issue and make it stand out on a white background. Ooh, that's an interesting idea, Boru. Take that. Deploy it. Jiggle it. Let's make another one. Jiggle stem. It's the perfect jiggle. Absolutely. My stem don't jiggle. What is it's my money don't jingle, isn't that it? Yeah, it's my money don't jingle. I'm very hip. Hello, how are you doing, fellow kids? Pretty cringe, I know. Oh, that's possible. My roof don't shingle. It's how I would cheat stuff whenever I did crappy design in my own job. My money don't jiggle. I could conceivably get to the trailers in this. Excuse me, I'm strongly considering it. There's nothing for me back in the dam. Take a torch. No. Take it and extinguish it, Astrid. Not like it's your first time doing this. It's such a dad error.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Alright, are we good? 1, 2, 3, go. I want that hide, but I can't get it right now. Again, I have an idea of trapping wolves in here. I'd really like to try that. Just getting them to follow you, luring them in there, and kind of wandering around the whole yard, and coming back at the door, and going out the door, shutting the door behind you, and then seeing how many wolves can you trap in there that way. What happens to them? How did I miss that dog food? I didn't check this. Hey, Flash! Good to see you. Good to see you. My favorite thing is when my aunt calls it the Facebook. Oh, you gotta go back to work Monday. Oh, that sucks. It goes well, Flash. How does it go with you? How are things for you? Let's look at our notes. Where do we have hide? Hide is curing in the ravine cave. Okay, that's good. Because now I care more about being able to make clothes. Well, what are we going to do from here? From this place where we are right now. Any clothes that need to be repaired? 84%, 63 isn't amazing, 69, nothing, 52, 65. Yeah, a lot of this stuff isn't good. Can I repair you?
I need to find a place to rest.
Well, we're in a place to rest. 52 still. I did that once, but only to see if it could be done. So if you get 2 DH done, you got me beat. Why can't you do this, Astrid? It's just sewing. There you go, much better. I should check these. So like this here, if we repair it, it should become like warmer. It's going to end up being too dark. Yeah, it did get a little warmer. Okay, that's good. All right, let's fully hydrate. She's insane. That's Astrid's problem. She is insane. Let's go 10. And I will hydrate as well. And I still ended up dehydrated. What time of day is it? Almost morning. Let's take a look outside. Are we down to 9 matches? Is that the truth? No. Okay. Okay. Let's go to the door. Leave trailer. Insane in the membrane. It's a good memory. Now, I say you want DH gun mode. I don't have the gun, but I can play the song. Yep, 10 hours on full hydration, but I always end up dehydrated. I think I do it wrong. Oh, it's dark. That's right. Well, we need the torch anyway. Mega torch activate. There's a bed, and there's some stuff over here, but it all sucks. Yep. Look at that health bar. Yeah, I'm happy about that. Alright, there is often a wolf around here that screws me up. I have a lot of trouble with this wolf. He don't like me. I don't like him. The feeling is mutual. What am I to do with all these points? Your stuff is not expensive enough. I'm sorry, Flash. You can contribute it to challenges. Like history teacher just did. And why does winter in Canada have to be so cold? I want to go down there and peck cattails, but I'm not going to because I feel like I need to just keep foking. Keep foking? I heard you, dude. Don't take out the freaking... Hurry up. Blades mode, activate. They hate that. It scares the crap out of them when you do that. They're like, whoa, this lady's crazy. What the hell is she doing? I'm trying, Astrid. Oh, yet another freaking deer that I want. I want all these deer.
Jeez, this is cold.
Yeah, Astrid, it's the winter in Canada. I can't remember why Blades does it. He explained it to me, but I didn't remember. Thank you, Flash, for that contribution. You don't need to close the door. Last time there was stupid spray paint here. This time, a gun book, just as useless. I guess it's slightly more useful. I can at least burn that.
It's a goddamn freezing.
Yeah, Astrid, it's freezing. It's cold, you know. You have Megatorch. Yeah, it's good for burning. Pork. We're close to where the bear killed me last time. This is almost exactly where we crawled to our death in our first Interloper run.
I gotta eat soon.
But if you trust in Megatorch, it will show you the way.
What do you know? Looks like I survived another night.
I'm here for sticks. Please deliver them to me. I'd prefer sticks to branches. Branches take too damn long. I ain't got time to branch.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Absolutely not. You need every precious piece of that gear, Astrid. Hello, trailers. Show me all your amazing nothing. Judgmental Duck disapproves. We could write lyrics to the D.H. Gunn song about Megatorch. The D.H. Gunn song has already been repurposed into a lament.
Generous bestowal.
Oh, Flashkid, thank you so much for the bits. That's incredibly kind of you. Flash, you are wonderful. What's under there? Stupid pillow. Why put anything under there if you're going to have it be a pillow? That's like just a big screw you from the game. Oh, look, it's a bedroll you can't use. Astra, have you learned nothing in the past 7 to 9 days? Yeah. Speaking of Lament, hey, that's a good point. We haven't seen Lament in quite a while. That makes me worry about him. Oh. Sprite. Very exciting. No freaking clothes anywhere, man.
I could use this.
No clothes anywhere. Dave, I blame you for making me play Darkest Dungeon for 2 hours earlier today. Oh, did you have a good time? Which one of these did I loot? I don't know now. Did I not warm up
I've
in
never
those trailers?
felt so
Are you
cold
freaking
in
kidding
my
me?
life.
Ugh. Cooking pot. Alright, I am warming up in here. Did I do this one? I don't think so. No. Ooh, firewood. Well worth the $4 on Steam. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, but yeah, Darkest Dungeon only $4 right now on Steam. Totally worth it. All right, we're converting history teacher Abby. This is good. This is good. Tuna's already with us. The music to Darkest Dungeon is amazing. Oh, you bought the OST? Awesome. Yeah. Good writing music. All right, so I have a challenge now. I think I'm going to try a burb strategy. You played Darkest Dungeon all day today. That's awesome, Devious. Here's the burb strategy I'm trying. I'm going to use this to keep my fire going so I don't have to use
Oh,
another match when
so
I leave.
cold.
I don't think it's for me playing it. It would be nowhere near as fun as watching you do it. Oh, that's fine too.
Come on, little fire.
So beat the first boss. We're going to go after the first boss Wednesday. I hate using this. I'd rather use the reclaimed wood. Yes. Okay, back in the trailer. We let Megatorch die. But let it die so that we can harvest it. Did I mention Fishman001? Active Navy guy, currently on leave for a couple months. I think you did last time you were here. Megatorch can live again as another torch, though. Served Astrid well. Let's see, with a little destructiveness, Megatorch is reborn. He's back. Partially from his original components. Now, how long is that fire going to go? I got to figure out a Megatorch emote. I'm open to ideas. What if you burned for an hour? So that I could go take a quick hour nap. One hour nap, go. He's back, but not in black. More like brown. Okay, now if I put a coal in here, then I deploy the T's. Do we only have the 2 T's? No, we have 4 T's. I don't want to put them in a footprint. I don't want to eat that stuff. Make some water. How long is that going to take? 30 minutes. Okay, that's good. Their new Megatorch. I stepped away and didn't do my counter. Hey, Groggy. It's a great idea, but a channel point icon like a ball of fire. Well, we have Darkest Dungeon themed channel points here, which I'm not likely to change. But I do want a emote for Megatorch. Pack in Black reminded me today I heard an Ozzy Osbourne song I hadn't heard yet and kind of dig, which is Mr. Crowley. Oh, Mr. Crowley. I believe that's off Ozzy's first solo album. Aleister Crowley, one of the more interesting things about Aleister Crowley, a Satanist, and that is who that song is about, is that he was one of the first people to try to climb K2, which is the second highest mountain in the world and far, far, far harder to climb than Everest. The history of K2 is fascinating. And yeah, Mr. Crowley's a good song. Because Randy Rhoads was an amazing guitarist. I know a lot about Himalayan mountain climbing. It is a passion. Alright, we are fully warmed. I'm going to take this, drink this, take this torch as a precursor to Megatorch. Let's get up and go. Now, it's frickin' foggy as hell, of course. I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate the fog. I know a lot of Interloper players like the fog. I do not like it. I know it's slightly warmer than regular weather. But I need the visibility. I don't know where I'm going. One of my early memories is going to Mossy and watching a movie about Everest. Oh, that's awesome. But you're not a Satanist. No, I am not. I would be probably the most accurate description of me is agnostic. But I'm okay with other people believing things that are different from what I believe in. I don't need other people to think what I think. I'm good with that. I hear you, crows. Wow, this fog is super thick. Crazy thick. Deploy the Megatorch.
I need something to eat.
I was in Tina's stream today, and she was telling a story about AV. I forgot his name. Something virus, acidic virus. And how he survived in Forlorn Muskeg for more than 200 days without ever leaving, and he only had 20 matches. And he made them last more than 200 days. And he never used the cave that goes to Bleak Inlet to sleep in. Like, he literally stayed in Forlorn Muskeg for 200 plus days just on those 20 matches. That's pretty amazing. All right, the fog is apparently over. That's just crazy. Now, I always forget to do this. I remember. And I remember. That's a Madonna song, not a particularly good one. I think it's from A League of Their Own, which is an excellent movie. No, A League of Her Own, her song from that is This Used to Be My Playground, which is not a good song. I'll tell you what is a good Madonna song, though, in my opinion, is Like a Prayer. That is a really good song. I don't like being in the keg for 2 days, let alone 200. Oh, you like This Used to Be My Playground. I'm sorry, Tuna, that I don't like it. I should have said, I don't enjoy that song, not, it is not a good song. I am excited for the League of Their Own series coming up. I didn't think I would be, but I watched the trailer and it made me into it. I'm like, okay, let's go. I love League of Their Own. I think it's a really funny movie. It's one of the few movies where Tom Hanks plays that kind of character. And I think Gina Davis is really good in it. I think Gina Davis should have been a bigger star than she ended up being. I also think it's really interesting that she's so good at archery, she almost made the Olympic team. Like, she just missed it. Seriously, there's absolutely nothing in here? What the hell? Dave's ripping on music again. I'm sorry. You sung Like a Prayer last night at karaoke? I love Like a Prayer. I will sing Like a Prayer in the car and go for it. Long Kiss Goodnight? Yeah, it was a
Damn
train
it.
car of disappointment.
So
It absolutely
annoying.
was. That was the express train to disappointment. That was the express train to Sucksville. Do I go to the tower right now? The weather is not too mean. I might find more matches up there. And I do have Megatorch with me. I think Gina Davis should have been a bigger star than she was. She's also a Mensa member. Like, she's like super smart. She, I think, is cut out of the same vein as Sigourney Weaver. Xanadu. A bunch of Olivia Newton-John songs. Hopelessly Devoted to You. When my sister and I remember our dad got us VCRs when the first kind of when they first came out, and our VCR was huge. It was like this big, and we each got one tape, and my sister's tape was Grease, and we watched that thing to death. I know Grease backwards, forwards, and inside out. She's talking Xanadu from the movie Xanadu. Music by Electric Light Orchestra, as I remember. Xanadu was a real drug trip of a movie, too. But I know Grease very, very well. There was a guy who used to come to our streams all the time called the Captain. The Captain lived in Denmark and was a huge fan of Grease and got to play Danny Zuko in a play. And I miss the Captain. We haven't seen the Captain in quite a while. I still see him on Discord every now and then, but I know he's okay. I think I took a weird route to get here. I think I missed a corpse. Sing us a song? Yeah, no. That's not me. You need to talk to Koru and Thistle for that. She's going to be doing a music stream. Pretty soon, I think. You'll occasionally hear me sing a few notes of something, but yeah, I am not a good singer. I wish I was. I have Dylan-esque, Tom Petty level of singing. It's tomorrow. Do you have your set list worked out, Cora? Very exciting. What time? I probably won't be able to see it because my kids are going to be here. The Megatorch got us all the way here. Girl from North Country from Dylan is a good song. Absolutely. You could sing, but you're far too shy. I'm shy about singing. I'm not shy about talking, obviously. That's no newsflash there. Is it too late to request Here Comes the Sun? Ah, good George Harrison song. It's a Beatles song, but Harrison wrote it. I believe he wrote it because he's the one singing it. This blue tricked me last time, too. I saw it out of the corner of my eye, and I thought there was a bedroll. Lantern isn't bad. Another whetstone. For the most part, totally not worth coming up here. A big ol' waste of time. But better to bang it out when there isn't bad weather. Any little blue boxes anywhere? Nope. No matches. No, nothing. A fire starter book, that's about it. Oh, damn. I let my fire go out. Crap. There can always be a high-grade loot in this tower. Dave, you're missing the one thing in here. The spray paint. The spray paint. For half a second, I see the sewing kit. For half a second, I thought you were legit. And then I'm like, no, he means spray paint. Oh, teach. Let me show you what I think of this spray paint. I just took it. All right. I really would like to warm up. I need to get, what time is it? I need to get to the, I wonder, I need to get to Camp HQ. I'll take the damage. Any Dylan in your set list? Koru? I won't play the DH Gunn theme if Dunn is busy. I'll save that for next time. The one that you and I like wrote together, that one, Koru, or the regular one? How cold? Very cold. Wait, I think we need another Megatorch. Hang on. I'm not going to get all the way there without using a torch. I know that. Do we have... Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. You guys laugh at this Megatorch thing, but you know what? When I'm sitting on day 100, fueled completely by Megatorch power, maybe you won't be laughing. Megatorch only helps people who believe in him.
I'm getting tired.
I love Megatorch, says Sirocco. We love Megatorch. Okay, who's going to help me make the Megatorch emote? I need to figure out what that needs to look like. Oh, you're quite tired, Astrid. I didn't really notice that. I'm holding you to that 100-day thing now. Yeah. Bold talk on day 8. I got to fish enough to keep the oil supply going. Yes, absolutely. Can I goat from down here? I think I can. I think it's going to be fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Totally fine. Totally fine. Yep. No problem, no problem, no problem, no problem. Good job, Astrid. Astrid, you magnificent woman. You are amazing. Now just don't get me lost. I feel like you're getting me lost. Astrid, we got lost because I went down the wrong way. Damn it. Astrid, where are we? Why does this always happen to me? Not the flare. Not the lantern. Megatorch. Why does this always happen to me? Mystery Lake, man. I get lost here so much. I see you, Wolf. I think I want to go this way. Why did I billy goat and get myself lost? Fortunately, it's clear. If I keep high altitude, I should be able to find something. This was a bad idea. I told you, I'm making bad choices. I'm making bad choices. Yeah, man, don't worry about me, okay? Worry about yourself. God, I hate Mystery Lake, man. I know this is wrong. I know this is wrong. Okay, forget it. Forget it. I'll deal with the wolf. Shortcuts, man. Shortcuts. Why do I do them? I've used at least 3. I'd say that's accurate. Down and left from wolf is camp office. It's okay. We have spray paint and Megatorch. We're fine. As long as we don't run into the bear, and the bear does hang out over here.
A little sleep right here.
Yeah, I hear you, dude. Okay. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Are you ready? Do the blades. That lady's crazy. I'm getting out of here. Whoops. And I threw a rock for good measure. All right, come on, Megatorch. Let's go. Okay, no bear, no bear, no bear, no bear, no bear. Bear. God, Astrid, you're so slow. Well, by the power of steam delay, it's 180. Are you crouched? Oh my god, Astrid. You want to see him do a Dunn impression. What would a Dunn impression be? Watch me do this stupid idea. This is the creek, leads to unnamed pond. Yep, I do know that part. Ah, crap. It's okay, Astrid. We got you covered. Actually, I don't think I have any pain reliever. Yeah, actually, Gun Tech, I appreciate what you're doing. I kind of don't want to know. But it's okay because I'm not smart enough to understand your directions anyway. It's fine. It's totally fine, dude. Totally fine. I super respect why you wanted to help me. Yeah, she has tons and tons of weight as well. Astrid, could you stop, please? Fortunately, I have 6,000 bandages. Thank you, Friday. That helps. That really does help. Next time, just suffer in silence. I'm actually warming up. I'm trying to stay away from the lake. It's all good though, Gun Tech. It really is all good. Please don't think we're like upset or anything. I super appreciate that you wanted to help. That's very nice of you. Yeah, I don't know why we're warming up, but I'm not going to complain about it. I already got 2 meters in the red, so... I feel like if I just go over this little ridge, everything's going to be great. Speaking of warmth, man, it's freaking hot in here. Everything is gonna be great. Sorry for the really slow walking here, guys. But I think I know where I am. She can't run, so. Front page switch content, absolutely. Just slowly shuffling. This is typical Dave stuff, though. I just get myself into such stupid, unnecessary problems. This is very me. And I gotta say, this might not be where I think it is. I still feel like it is, though. I needed that one stick a lot. It's scenic and you're chatting to us. It's fun. Okay. It's all good then. As long as I'm entertaining. Lots of resources all over Mystery Lake, absolutely. Now, if I were to get an interloper spawn in a place like Ash Canyon, Hush River Valley, like if I got Forlorn Muskeg, I at least know that zone a little bit. I would know what isn't in the zone, and I would know. I would probably try to get to the tracks and then get out of there. But y'all seeing this dude ignoring a channel meme? The audacity. I'm sorry. What did I miss? This thing? What did I do? What did I miss, Abby? Ash Canyon or HRV spawn for you would be fun. I mean, would it though? Because I wouldn't know where to go. Haven't you figured out we love Dave time? Oh, I know that. Friday. And I appreciate that. She was Abbying me. Mystery Lake is a horrible interloper spawn region. No guaranteed matches. Can you spawn in Mystery Lake? Half my enjoyment of TLD streams is the comfort of the game's sound, so snowy stroll on a sunny day is always nice. Oh, I agree. I had a fun time today doing Ash Canyon Gold Mine. I'm fascinated by the idea that there's a gold mine. Like, why? Why is there a gold mine? Can you get gold? Can you do anything with it? There's a secret merchant down there, and you can buy an extra backpack. Oh, we're freaking saved practical gunsmithing. Thank goodness. I'm taking you to burn you just because you offend me. It's kind of fun watching on a new map, Dave. I look forward to it. I get that. I get that. I just feel like in Interloper, me and Hush River Valley on Voyager, for example, would be different than me in Hush River Valley on Interloper, because I think on Interloper I'd probably be dead in 30 minutes. Because I think one of those zones, either Ash Canyon or Hush River Valley, has no indoor locations. I believe I have heard that. Frankly, to me, all areas look the same, so I would be lost all the time. I agree with you, Sirocco. Snow and trees. That's frickin' every area. HRV, another example of great spawn region. You know it, of course, but that goes for all of them. I'll tell you what I am going to do, though, guys. I think once I am done with Mystery Lake, I might go over to Mountain Town, which is a zone that I don't like and don't know that well, so that you guys could see me in an area that is different from what you saw me in the last Interloper run. There's a lot of houses to loot there, And that might be good for me because I really need the clothes. Why don't you like Mountain Town? I don't like Mountain Town. I find the town part very congested, and I get surprised by the wolves a lot there. And in Voyager, anyway, it's exhausting to loot. It just takes forever. It won't be that way here. But you dislike Mountain Town as much as Milton. They are the same thing, I think. Yeah, they're the same thing. I think the zone is called Mountain Town. The place is Milton. I usually say Milton. I went too far. We're really lucky the weather didn't get worse. Yeah, I'm even using the right names. I don't have a dumb name for Milton. I really thought Camp HQ was Camp HQ, so I'm not going to stop calling it that. Bleak Inlet, BRM, which is possibly Blackrock. AC is Wolfie, so is Mountain Town, but Mountain Town has lots of loot. Can't spawn in there or Mystery Lake unless you do custom. That's how much he hates it. It's not even worth a joke for me. That's right, Burb. The whole region is Mountain Town, but the little town center is Milton. Okay, great. Hey, Astrid, you want to kick it into second gear here? We can get here today, please? I swear you're getting slower. Resisting the violent nabby urge. You can't call Camp HQ a nabby because that's what it is to me. I'm not saying the wrong thing. I know what I'm saying. A nabby is when I confuse something. I'm not confused. This walking speed would be a death sentence on Stalker. Yeah, absolutely. But I'm never going to play Stalker. I'm quite confident I will never, ever play Stalker. Totally fine if you like Stalker. I'm not attacking a playstyle or a play mode. I'm not interested in it because I've never played this game and said, boy, I wish there were more wolves, which seems to be the only angle to Stalker.
I'd eat snow if the hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
5 years in, and I know maps and techniques, but I still won't play Stalker. No thanks. Yes, I wouldn't accept that as a nabby. Nabby, the key word in a nabby is confused. As long as I confused something for something else, then I'm fine with it. No, I don't think Stalker is harder. It looks more tedious to me. Stalker is relaxing. So much loot. You can get a gun and ammo on day one. I mean, that is good. I do love the gun. I absolutely love the gun. I know Packerbacker is a huge fan of Stalker. He would be defending it if he were here. All right, Camp HQ. Here we are. See, if Packer was lurking, he would have come out right there. It's okay to like playing Stalker, though. It's totally okay. So I feel like Nagoa. It seems like you're never playing at a comfort level, which is fine if you want the challenge, but I don't think it's for me. I think I would do Nagoa to do it. Like, I think I would do it on stream to try it. It's crazy when you watch other people's Nagoa. Because those guys, like, they make it look so easy. Hey, have a good time with family game night, Tuna. What are you guys playing? All right, do I just let her go to bed and we'll loot it in the morning? I think that's what I'm gonna do. The wolf settings are harder than Loper, so it makes it interesting. That's true. There are more wolves in Stalker than there are in Loper. Bedroll? No. And wait, hang on. What am I doing? What am I going to eat? Let's eat the granola bar. Eat our remaining cattails. Yeah, I think it's the same as Dead Man's settings. This was a mistake, but whatever. I could have canceled. Can you cancel while eating? Does she still have it now? Oh, she still has it. Interesting. It's open, though. Oh, it's just, there's a tiny bit left. Okay. The cattail poultice was a new thing to me. Me too. Wait, drink water we did? Get me up to max. Give me the 10. Have a good night, Cryo. Have a good game night. Soccer is good for learning more wolves frequent. Yep. Figuring out paths to avoid them. I spent a lot of time on Stalker before. Zach's tips helped me
I could
break
eat a
into
horse.
Loper. That's cool. Both kids are napping, and husband just went for a nap too. Oh, that's. I was gonna say that's great, Coro. I don't know if that is great, but it sounds like it might be great. It's still very dark. Basically, the only building I can walk around in the dark is this one. Time by yourself is rare, yeah. Well, that's good news for you then. Grab some more cloth. Picked up a new book today called In the Heart of the Sea. Nice. Sounds like a good one. I might do a little music practice while I watch, so just imagine your stream having a quiet piano soundtrack. Oh, that sounds wonderful. Let's check our day. So it's day 9. We're almost to day 10 again, guys. Full health. Don't have much else to say for myself, but I got the full health. Thank you, Koru.
I'm starving.
Yeah, I'm aware of this problem, Astrid. I'm just going to let you stand there then. Okay? You can just stand still for 2 hours. Okay, there you go. Okay, because I need to be able to see.
I'm so hungry.
I did find a mag lens in here last time. You look forward to my Interloper tutorial videos. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't think so. Have I raided Trappers? No, I haven't been to Trappers yet. I also have not been to that cave up on the hill. So there's still hope. And there's that little cabin out in the middle of nowhere. I don't really know how to get to that. I've seen the movie Orca. Now, there was a mag lens somewhere around here last time. And there it is again. Mag lens hype. I have another way to make fire. Can't use it all the time. Okay, this is not a full looting because I can't see well enough, I think, to do a full looting. We don't have any torches left. Gotta decide how I want to handle this. Do I want to go fish? I remember liking it. We'll find the revolver somewhere. I remember liking Orca Friday. Long time ago. Nice clear day. I should be able to see if I can make a fishing hut without getting bothered. Looks like I can. I wonder if I should just try for that cave right now. I think I'm going to do that. Of course, he has nothing. See if I can remember how to get up here. Yeah, it's like Jaws but an orca and not as good. But Jaws is like an amazing movie. I think Jaws is freaking brilliant. Brilliant adventure movie. Astrid, you can do this. I have a flare if I really, really run in. If you find the cave via this route, you'll be impressed. I found it this way last time. I don't know how else to find it. I always have to go the long way with the rope. Jaws is one of my favorite movies. I think Jaws is pretty close to a perfect movie. I watch Jaws probably once a year. I bought Josh the Jaws shorts when he found them at Wally World. That's true. Yes. The author of the book later greatly regretted that and dedicated a lot of his life to trying to encourage people to not hunt sharks. Now I think I'm doing this wrong.
Damn, I'm freezing.
Now this feels like yet another stupid idea of mine. But I'm sticking with it. Now, I will tell you, if you ever read the book Jaws, not a good book. They made a lot of really smart decisions on the movie because almost every character in the book is horrible. Horrible people. It's the adventures of horrible people. A group of wild bunnies is called a fluffle. That's awesome. Alright, well, thanks for these sticks, dude. Thanks for the book, I guess. Thanks for the cave that's not warming up. I saw that feather. I'll get it. Can we use the mag lens? Yes. Damn, I used a birch bark, though. Sharks aren't typically aggressive by nature. They're just curious. Thank you, Koru.
Come on, little fire.
Ah, damn it. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the chat. Did I lose my birch bark anyway? I did. We are going to get a fire without using a match.
Come on, little fire.
Don't fight me on this. Thanks for the book, I guess. Yeah, that's true. In real life, I would never say that, Friday.
Perfect.
But here, the only value books have is as fuel. It's kind of sad, really. Also sad, this fire's not getting warm enough. How many more coals do I have? Only one more. That's not good. That is not good. Alright, we're warming up. We're warming up. I had hoped for a bedroll up here. I didn't know if I could hope for one. Your body craves the warm embrace of fire. It would be so easy to simply light a match, but no, you mustn't. Oh, the teas. Forgot about the teas. I got 2 stims, though. That's more stims than I had last time. And you know, to be honest, I don't think I need to carry 4 antiseptics around with me, and they are heavy. Where's the rest of the tea? I know there's more tea. Apparently there isn't. No bedroll here on Interloper. Bedroll is guaranteed between Mystery Lake and WR. Forgot what WR is. White River. Yeah, why is the tea gone? For reals. Did I leave? There's no way I left tea behind. I guess I drank it. Oh well. Guess we're making more. Guess we're not. Guess we're crafting more. Guess we're not doing that either. Oh yeah, there we go. Winding River, okay. What does constantly deploying the teas do? Yeah, you're supposed to remember to drink them. Because then you can keep giving yourself the warmed up bonus. But I kind of always forget to do it. Where'd you go? Are you here? Yes. I just like deploying them. I think it adds coziness. That's more what I like. I like seeing all these teas around the fire. Anything else back here? Nope, we made this little area for no reason at all. Just to screw with you, Dave. That's the only reason we did it. Very well. Have a drink. I always forget to drink them. Can we make a mega torch? Think so. Yep, mega torch activate. Chance of fire striker here, and it's a good spot to get some hides to grab the rope for the ravine. Yep, fortunately I already have the rope deployed for the ravine. Alright, we're fully warm, so I don't know, I guess make water. 30 minutes. Take the water. Take this. Take that. Drink that. Take this. Grab a torch. Find the way out. Good time of day. I don't really want to climb down. Is this goatable? Probably. Yep. You're good, you're good, you're good, you're good. Don't give me any guff, Astrid, you're fine. Alright, wait. Slow down there, Chief. There we go. There we go. I actually, if GunTech told me where something was, it's okay, I'm not really looking. I appreciate it though, GunTech. I know you want to help. I do appreciate it. Ooh. Thank you. More Megatorch. Ooh, mushrooms. Alright, we're gonna have to do this one too. Whoa.
I think my stomach is eating itself.
I think that's accurate, Astrid. I think that is exactly what's happening. Unfortunately, not a lot you or I can do to keep that from happening right now. Kind of the plan. Damn it, I pushed it too far. I pushed it too far. Got overconfident there. We know about overconfidence. Damn it, again?
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
That's correct, Darkest Dungeon. Not the clothes, I know. We'll have to check that. I'd like to drink another tea before they are cold. Up at the Birch Bark? Nope, don't have it. Drink that. Don't drink the pain relief one, Dave. That would be what a smart person would do. Okay, deploy the Megatorch. I have a lot of concerns about going this way. Especially in the fog. But I wanted to see if I could find any cattails. Looks like you might be done for. It's totally fine, GunTech. Please don't apologize. I feel bad because all you're doing is being nice. You're just trying to help. I totally get it. You are a major disappointment to me. So are you. Hang on there, Astrid. Theoretically, you can and will. Your body will. I actually, unfortunately, was able to see that in action this year. So I can attest to that being accurate.
My stomach feels like an empty pit.
Big nothing. Words hurt. You don't know what that lake's going through. I keep forgetting to drop the other part. Yeah, it's good for fire starting, I guess. We'll hang on to a few of them. Did I miss some? Yep. Is my torch blue again? Oh yeah, that's cool. It's not on my screen, but I see it looking that way on the stream. That's cool. Big nothing. Nothing. Big nothing. Alright, 2 out of 3 of the houses are there, though. That's good. Where's Taz and Mordor? Yeah. Taz streamed today. I only had a moment to pop in, but he was streaming Darkest Dungeon today. Well, everything that we've done today, we have done without using a match. I don't think we could use the mag lens now. I don't think I have another torch either. I want to think about that. God, I wish I could just make firewood here, but I might make a fire. I have some firewood on me. Might make a fire just to keep the fire going. No, don't you dare extinguish that, Astro. Maybe while we're looting, we just make a fire here. Let's see, Maglen's not usable. Torch, though. Cattails. Give me a book. Not that one. Yeah, that one's fine. Go. You haven't completed researching this book. Yeah, I'm not going to. Yeah, I think it's at 3. Which is very different from last night when I was just freaking throwing matches off like crazy. Ah. There we go. How long are you gonna burn? 14. What can we get? Not that. Throw the wood in there. Throw a couple sticks in there. That's good. We can. The fire calls to you, and you're powerless to ignore its call. Last time I was begging for a bedroll. Now I'm begging for clothes. We also should look at our clothes and see what happened. What did we lose? Okay. The headgear is all good. That's good. This seems fine. This is fine. This is fine. Fix the socks. 15 minutes. Yep, only crap in these cabins. Seems to be completely accurate. We did have a 7% warming bonus. Now we're only at 6. Something changed. What happens if I repair you? How long would that take? An hour? I don't have time to do that right now. What happens if I repair you? 30 minutes? I can probably sneak that in. One of my head wraps is better than the other. That's true. Let's wear that one. That got us to 7. Okay. Much time left on the fire? 25 minutes. Okay. Check the other home of disappointment. Put the torch away so we don't accidentally use a match. Books. Gonna be a Mackinac jacket in this trunk. Or nothing. Right, well, it was worth a try. Everything he writes in Dave's stream would fit in a mud. Yeah. Muds? Coro, did you used to mud? You don't seem old enough to have mudded. Apparently you did. All right then, good for you. Awesome. I don't know that I'm going to bother with the other fishing hut. Gotta think about, am I gonna make another torch? I can, and I will. Whisper told you about it? Yep. Oh no, wait. Quickly. Light yourself. Oh my gosh. No. No. Get the torch. Get the torch. Get the torch.
Ah, shit, that burned!
Ah, crap.
Better make it.
Why was I that close? Oh my gosh. What the hell?
Shit! Feels like it's still burning.
Crap, I forgot how to deal with this. Burns. You need... Okay. Fortunately, we have what we need.
Okay, that hurts so much. Oh.
Yes, Astrid, we're working on it, okay? Okay, no reason to panic. Everything's fine. We drink our tea. There. See? All better. Just adding a little drama.
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
Just making things interesting. Thought everybody was getting a little complacent. If our flesh is burning, we should at least get the warm-up bonus from it. Exactly, Gunn Tech. I burnt my hand once and I screamed louder than her, and she just stepped into fire. Yeah, burns do hurt quite a bit. Yeah. Anybody who's worked in a kitchen, like Long Dark Forever, if LD was here, he probably could tell us some good burn stories. Burns hurt more than cuts. That's definitely true. Alright, so I think the plan is to head back to Camp HQ and do a double check on the looting. We probably are going to stay the night there and then go to... I might... What time of day is it? I might try to grab a quick nap to get enough energy to go to Trappers.
I thought I'd be dying from starvation.
Picked up a hot pan by the metal bottom and burnt the crap out of my hand. Oh, that must have hurt. You know, cold burns hurt quite a bit, too. If you've ever handled, like, dry ice or anything. Those also suck. I am getting a decent amount of cattails. On the other hand, maybe I should just rest at Camp HQ and recover my condition. My chem lab, we worked with diluted hydrochloric acid and had to wear gloves. Oh yeah, that sounds scary. Hydrochloric acid? Jeez, acid creeps me out. You chewed open a battery and poured the chemicals into your hand. I mean, that shows a lot of curiosity, Devious. I'm going to make a new TLD map with all the Dunnisms. There aren't that many Dunnisms. There's only a few. There's basically Camp HQ, Pleasantville. Is there anything else? You know the... Okay, sure, you know the place. The crazy guy's house. You've been collecting them. But I know what I mean. That's probably everything. I probably will. Yeah, I guess new people who come into the stream. Oh, do I have add quote? That's an excellent idea, Gun Tech. I don't. I need to figure out how to turn that on. Is that a MooBot or is that a if there's a Stream Elements way to do it, then I can do it. We do have quotes in the Discord, and that's fun. There's a quote channel. Now, Koru added something to her stream. Her Be Right Back screen randomly shows highlights from her channel, and it's really good. We also had to work copper sulfate, which is toxic AF. Toxic and foul. AF. Toxic and a friend. Burning your finger on the chemical and immediately to pour it on the palm. Like, this hurt my finger. I should pour it on my palm. That's funny. Okay, one thing I want to do. I'll tell you what I want. What I really, really want. I want to drop all of this. And drop this jerry can. Drop, you know, a couple of the sewing kits. Tools. One of the 2 spray cans. This definitely gets us in better shape. Harvest one of the shoes. Yeah, our pain's been healed. Look at all the mega torches we can make. That's right. I don't necessarily need to carry the hammer around, but I do think it's a pretty good defensive weapon. Now we should fix our pants. We repair.
So tired.
Don't give me a hard time, Master. You need to repair these pants. Okay, good job. Let's take you upstairs. Get you close to the bed, then we'll do a little bit more work. We're not done. Well, I'm done. You're not. Oh, I didn't check these drawers. I bet it doesn't matter. Socks, ladies and gentlemen. Socks. Thanks so much for coming by, Gun Tech. It was great to have you here. Thank you for coming. Appreciate all the help and the moral support. Yeah, you're setting the bar pretty high for the rest of your life there. Did I check you? Yes. All right. Continuing. Can we harvest these? Very quickly. That's good. Now, can we fix our shoe? Did. Can we fix them again? I hate that these are our shoes. Okay, you can't repair while in the dark. Very well. Alright, we need a good night's sleep here. So I think the time has come for some crackers. And not a lantern. Put some cattails. I saw you go for that harvest button. I didn't click it though. I didn't click it. Okay, if I wanted to sleep 10 hours, I can do it. Okay. Re-drink. And sleep. We have survived 10 days. So my second interloper run, I did make it 10 days. So happy about that. We're not going to Trappers in a blizzard. %. I can't do anything, right? I can try to repair you.
I could eat
Did it
anything.
fail? Alright, we're still at 7C. I did think about repairing this. We're waiting for the blizzard anyway.
I gotta eat soon.
Alright. Still 7C. Alright. So be it. We got a little go-go, though. We can move a lot faster. That's good. What's our Mega Torch options? We can make one. Let's go. Okay. So we can up the Mega Torch count. How many Mega Torches do we have now? We have 100%. We only have one? Let's fix that. I'd rather have 2 Mega Torches. To be honest. Than 1 Mega Torch and 2 crappy torches. We have made it to day 10 again. Somehow. Jackie, it's good to see you. Thank you so much for coming by. How are you? Put me down for another Mega Torch, please. Okay. Now, so how many do we have? Because I see the ability to have 3. And I'm kind of into it. So we did it again. There we go. Alright, we actually can have more, but I'm not going to make more. Is there any loot that I missed? Only this stupid crap. Wait, no, that's not true. Pork and beans. Hey Blizzard, I got a life to lead here. You wanna wrap it up?
Rank up.
Whoa!
Hold the
What the hell?
line. This hamlet
Jesus.
shall not fall.
I'm always so scared by my notifications. Hey, Snoozy with a raid! 13! Thank you so much, Snoozy! Great to see you. Let's play the song for Snoozy. Alright. Good to see everybody. Hey, we are on day 10 of our second interloper run. And we're trying to get out of Camp HQ here and to go to Trappers for the first time. Still looking for a bedroll. Our clothes are terrible. But we do have 3 Mega Torches, so we're happy about that. And so how are you doing, Snoozy? Hey, Echo, great to see you. M Dog, thank you so much for the follow. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. Great to have you on board. I really, every time my raid notification scares the crap out of me. Every freaking time. I'm about ready to leave anyway. Just say, forget the stupid blizzard. We'll go anyway. Hey, Corn Dog. Good to see you. I mean, is there really a blizzard out there? There might not be. It might just be like windy. Playing more Stray and getting wrecked by the puzzles. Alright, apparently it's a real blizzard. Whatever. How's the run going? Pretty well. All things considered. Is what I would say. Hour 30, 2 hours, hour 30. You know what? Just do it. We had to wait for the stupid blizzard anyway. Oh, my goodness. I'm out of water. Okay, what I would really, really like. What I would really like. Over 200, yeah. Is it sunny enough to use the mag lens? It's probably too windy to even... Is it too windy? Start a fire. We got a windbreak here. Give me a windbreak somewhere. Over here. Windbreak. Come on, hook a guy up. Can I use a mag lens? No. I don't want to use a match. You know what? Screw it. We're doing it live. We're just going anyway. We got a flare. We'll use it if we need it. Stray looks great. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Snooze. Looks really fun. Thank you for the congratulations. I appreciate that. I think this is a great decision. I think there's nothing wrong with this decision. This is fine. This is fine. This is totally fine. Why do I hear... What is he scared of? Did you see that? That wolf was scared. Why was he scared? Well done. Remember, we're expecting to die and restart a bunch. You keep living. Yep, well, I keep trying to die. It's not for lack of trying. He's scared of me. I mean, for a minute, I thought I was on Pilgrim. What is big enough to scare a wolf? Only a bear, but the bear doesn't come here. Now, if I could get a windbreak, I could make a fire. It's definitely sunny enough. Can you give a guy a windbreak? Please. No, a long dark. I'm asking you to do me a solid here. You know, I've done a lot for you. What are my goals tonight, Dave? Find better clothes. Find a bedroll. These are the goals. Start fire. Oh, I'm so excited to use the mag lens. It's so great. I'm so happy about the mag lens. So yeah, my goals are just find better clothes. Could finish raiding Mystery Lake, and then probably I'm going to go over to Milton. I got to find better clothes or make better clothes, one or the other. I haven't given up on forging, but I feel like that's not what I can focus on right now. That is my last coal. Let's try not to burn ourselves this time. And what teas do we have left to deploy? We might not have any. No more teas to deploy. Ah, I used the last ones. Oh, boy. Oh, boy? I meant, oh, boy. Not oh boy. Well, I need water anyway. No, don't do that. Astrid, put the flare away. I'll let you know when we need that, okay? Making water here. There we go. Milton has closed. That's what I'm hoping. That is what I am hoping. Where do we find the mag lens? We found the mag lens in Camp HQ. Yes. John, I hate to raid and run, but I got to work in the morning and I'm wrecked from all the puzzles. I need to have a newt. That's no problem, Snoozy. Thank you so much for the raid. I greatly appreciate it. And I'm glad you're having fun with Stray. Get some rest. I hope you have a good day at work tomorrow. Now look at this nice weather all of a sudden. How pleasant. Hurry up and finish this. We take that.
Getting weak.
Can you make tea now? No, you can't because we got to craft it. Hang on. Don't give me this. We don't have the stuff. Crap. Apparently we don't have anything to make tea with because I didn't. I thought I looted some berries. I guess not. Well, poop. Now what do I do? Make more water, I guess. Should be enough to get them both. Did that one? Did I lose that one? I think I did. We do not, in fact, have the stuff. Nope, we don't. I may have to leave this fire, which is kind of crappy. Maybe I should just make more water again. Pick that up. I'm disgusted with myself. Go. Why are you making such small amounts? What do you mean, because I told you to? You know what I wanted. There, give me that. Alright, give me a torch. We're out of here. Time well spent. Astrid's body craves the tea, but there's no tea to be had. Hey, dude. Come here. Hiya! I'm crushing your head. I'm crushing your head. I'm crushing your head. That's right. I'd run too. Crazy lady was crushing my head. Yeah, why doesn't the pot know what I want and correct me when I tell it to do the wrong thing? Hey, isn't there supposed to be some crap over here? I feel robbed. Oh, I hate that you can't go through that. Give me this. I thought it was guaranteed that there would be stuff there. I've never, ever, ever gone by there and not gotten something. Like, at least that there would be a guy there. This is to compensate. The game is balancing out how much great stuff they're going to give me when I get to Trappers. They're just like, you know, okay, well, you know, we're not giving anything here because, you know, the submachine gun is waiting for you at Trappers, so that's going to be awesome. I'm going to try to hug the wall, see if I can get a windbreak once I get to it. Any birch bark, though? I'll forget hugging the wall. Always something new. Now, sometimes there's coal right here, too. Yeah, the SMG. Very handy. Deploy the Megatorch. Megatorch deployed. Yeah, the SMG. This could come in handy. Someone might need this. No. Yeah, I knew you didn't have anything. I was just making sure you knew. Crushing your head. That's from Kids in the Hall. Yes, absolutely. Kids in the Hall, I think the favorite thing for me that they ever did was the These Are the Daves I Know song, which obviously I know that one because I'm named Dave, but if you Google that, it's quite funny. Good stuff. Kids in the Hall. There's the coal. There's usually like one coal just laying out over here. See me dropping all this map knowledge? I'm like a Long Dark expert, man. I'm taking you to school. No bear, no bear, no bear. So far. They did bring Kids in the Hall back. They did. I think it's on like Hulu. No moose either. All right, great. This is my fort. No one can find me in here. No secret feather. An hour? Not even Megatorch could burn for an hour. I'll be back for that. Green torch, very cool. Carcass hype, yeah, I know. I will go back for it. I want to warm up first. I want to be disappointed first. Have I seen Life of Brian? Absolutely. Okay. Go ahead and disappoint me. I mean, thanks for the hammer. I already have one. Did you say not even Megatorch can burn for an hour? I don't think so. In real life? No, I meant in the game. Let's straighten things up here a bit.
Oh, lucky day.
It's a frickin' soda, Astrid. I guess you're really into soda. Do you remember where I found the hacksaw in here after I thought there was no hacksaw? Yes, I do remember that. Now, do you guys remember what I got out of the safe in my first Interloper run? Because I do. And I would be happy to get it again. I would be very happy to get it again. She's starving to death. Yes, that is correct, Koru. I got a Mackinac jacket in the safe last time. And I would be very happy to get that again. So go ahead and put your predictions in. What's in the safe? Your prediction is gloves and peaches. Okay.
Our community grows.
Hey, Rob, thank you so much for the follow. I greatly appreciate that. Corn Dog says boots. Devious goes with book again. He was right last time. What is that, about 9? Peaches and Beans says cats. Jeans and beans. Alright, I gotta focus. This is a highly detailed safe cracking here, guys. This is how real safe cracking works. Oh, I just snuck that in. All right, so it's about 15. So 9 and 15. Pry bar, says Rob. And I'm going to go in for final guesses here in a second. All right, final guesses. Let's see. Jeans and Beans. Just a Book says devious ear wrap, says Bidholf. Pry bar, Rob. Syrup and Clothing, says Koru. Boots with the fur. All right, here we go.
Oh,
Maple
lovely day.
syrup. Who had maple syrup? Somebody said that, didn't they? Jeans and Beans. Peaches and Beans. Boots. Did anybody say... Oh, you did. Koru said syrup.
This'll come in handy.
And accelerant. You know, not really. Not really that good. I gotta say. I'm not that happy. This is all you have for me? You know, I'm not angry as much as I am disappointed. And I'm quite disappointed. Alright, well, it is what it is. I'd like to get that hide. Canadians take syrup security extremely highly. Yeah, I saw someone do this, and I'm like, oh, that's great. I totally want to do that now. Yeah. Boom. Oh, oh, oh. We're running, we're running, we're running, we're running. We are no longer running. No, we are running. Hello, Mr. Deer. Alright, mag lens will not work. Regrettably. Matches? No.
Suit, I'm gonna faint.
Torch. Gotta use a match, though. That sucks. Okay. That does suck. 60%. Thick is 60. 80%. We want that book. We want that book. I guess we're going to go with the stick. Everyone in your house is asleep but you. Very cool.
Come on, little fire.
No SMG here, but an M16 at Grey Mothers. Alright, good. Now, I kind of forgot this is my last coal. So we need to get good use out of this fire here. Let me extinguish that. Okay. Don't step in the damn fire again, Astrid. First we'll grab the meat. Okay. Throw that in there. Too far away. Okay. How long is this going to... Put the torch away before you use a match. 23:56. Okay, I'm pretty sure the gut... I could get one gut. Let's go.
It's dusk, so I can't be far.
I forgot this is my last call. Dave, who uses it immediately after. Yeah. I mean, that's how I work. Now, I don't want you to eat that yet, Astrid. I know you're hungry, but no. That's not authorized. Make some water, though. Actually, why don't you make a tea? No, that'll take too long. Make water. I mean, it won't take long enough. You know what I meant. Okay, get the other gut. 30 minutes, go. Curse count? What was my curse? I was completely above board. Okay, you can take that there. And Wait for that to be done. Take that. Fill it up. How long's the fire got? 39 minutes. We're going to need more time. Put the firewood in. I need this hide. The water will be fine. Okay, that's down. Not even done yet. Oh, it was almost boiled dry, but it was fine. Delicious venison. The smell fills your nose, and your only thoughts are of the sweet venison. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah, she's going to go to bed here in a second, so we'll just eat this. Mmm. Refreshing boiling water. So good. Venison is delicious, so it's lean. You got to add some fat. I guess it makes sense that it would be lean. I didn't think of that, but that does make sense. Okay, we're just grabbing torches now. Pick the can up. Take that. Grab that. Grab that. Can't run, so we walk. Scalding water and a burnt slab of meat. You would think it would warm you up, yeah. I need her to have a good long sleep, though, to recover the rest of her condition from when I put her hands in the fire for some reason. The only time eating venison was when my dad made chicken fried venison. It was very good. Oh, that's cool. You're getting 2 weeks right away, and the next couple months are flexible. Oh, that's cool. Excellent. All right, we extinguish. We have the bed. I might want to eat just a little bit more. Give me a full drink. Give me the bed. Give me the bed. We had the bed. There it is. Give me the full 10. Go. Dad hunted. We lived up in Pennsylvania, but didn't keep up with it when we moved down to Florida. I didn't think about it, but I'm sure there's deer in Florida, huh? Hey, our condition is fully healed, guys. Unfortunately, I think we got bad weather again. Let's take a look. Is it just windy, or is it blizzardy? It's not a full-fledged. We got time to take a peek back here. What about those, there are sometimes saplings over here. Take a look. Aren't they usually right here? Like right where I'm standing? Yeah, so I guess not. WTF on that. Game hates me. Give me this. Well, nothing else useful to do out here. But, hang on a second. I have a plan. Not a good plan. But it's a plan anyway. I'm going to warm up. And then I'm going to go in the cave.
I hate being cold, because I really do.
Astrid, you have mentioned this numerous times. We don't need to carry 2 of these. Oh, yeah, and you know what? A smart person would have dropped that stuff so it would start curing, but, you know, I'm not a smart person. So I just walked around with it. I slept with it. I slept with the guts coiled up next to me rather than putting them on the floor. Okay, let's make a note. 2 guts, and 1 hide at Trappers. So we got crap curing all over the place. We have at least 5 guts curing now. 6 guts curing. Okay, this is good. This is good. Done. If you keep going up that hill, you'll find an AK-47. If you reach the sauna, you've gone too far. Oh, if only. If only. I don't care about a note left behind. Okay. What are we going to craft? I think we all know the answer to what we're going to craft by this point. Craft another megatorch.
Right about now.
Worst word choice ever, coiled up next to me. Annie up, Maisie up, now everyone's awake. Oh boy. Sorry, Koru. Can you read? You could read something. I just want to warm up. Let's see. How about field dressing? Is that the that's the only book we have? No. Fire starting, I'd rather. Go 1 hour. Boys are always sleeping. I gotta figure out what the Megatorch emote would look like, guys. Okay, I think we're good. As much as I like to go looking for saplings and that sort of stuff, we need to go into the cave here. I have trouble finding this cave sometimes. My son only naps rarely, but he was super tired today. Tiny Dunn holding a torch bigger than him. Well, see, the problem with that, Devious, is I kind of want this emote to be one that I can do in Canva, because the really nice looking DH Dunn emotes, I love them. Audie does a great job at them, but you know they're money. I'm kind of out of budget. I don't have any more emote budget. I think it's right here. Yeah, there we go. Milton, then on to Muskeg to forge. Can you get... I'm thinking about it, Jackie. That was my original plan. See, here's the thing, though. I'm worried about my clothes. So maybe Milton to get clothes and then to Muskeg to forge. I do want to forge in Muskeg. Possible to do the marquee of the letters Megatorch. If I had money, I'd donate. Well, that's very sweet, Devious. I appreciate that, but your money should go to better things than... There's a match, by the way. Not happy about it. Not a lot of choice. I could have mag-lensed outside, maybe. I should have looked. I don't have an interloper brain yet. But if we could get some clothes, we might be able to beat my other previous best. Not seeing any coal.
I could eat a horse. Let's say a lot.
Astrid, if there was a horse available, I would absolutely quarter it and serve it to you. Thank you, Cole. That's very helpful. I think I'm good on sticks. How many sticks do I have? Because I probably am going to need to make a snow shelter. 5. Okay, give me that stick back. That horse better have died of natural causes. Tiny Burb, I'm trying to visualize what you're describing. The word megatorch, mega on top, torch on bottom. Starting really tiny and slowly zooming in to fill the space. Oh, an animated one. That would be greater. What's better than a writer who plays my favorite video game? You know, like, I don't know, school supplies or something? Why do they continue to give me the worst books? They are laughing at me. Unbelievably, I am not overburdened right now. I'm kind of shocked by that. It's weird how the book was propped up like that, wasn't it? I don't actually want to add any more weight because I want to be able to get down the rope. Now, my love of sprinting absolutely comes back to bite me often. School I go to has kids making threats to teachers. Ugh. Not your history teacher would be unhappy to hear about that. As am I. They want you to play Dunloper, the books. Hey, I want to play Dunloper too. We'll get there. David's missed my idea twice, so I'll just make it. I'm sorry, Cora, what did you say? I don't see it. My suggestion above, happy to try. I can't scroll up. We can't stop. We have to slow down first. I'm glad that Spaceballs is being appreciated now. There was a time when it was viewed as not as good a movie. It's not as good a movie as Young Frankenstein, which I think is a masterpiece. But Spaceballs is a very funny movie. I quote Spaceballs in my head all the time. I dropped the wrong part. I was going to make an animated emote with the torch getting progressively used and Megatorch on top. How on earth could you do that, Koru? What are you, a freaking wizard? How are you doing that? Young Frankenstein is one of my favorite movies. Right there with Jaws. Jaws is also one of my favorite. Young Frankenstein is just brilliant. And for you young folks, if you haven't seen Young Frankenstein, it's worth watching, even if it's in black and white. They made it in the 70s. Black and white was a stylistic choice. You just get the image, make it bigger, make it bigger, make it bigger, make it... Add the text, throw it in a GIF generator. I understood most of those words. What the hell is a GIF generator?
I need something to eat.
I made the stim emote by moving it around and making the GIF. Are you doing this in Canva? Or where are you doing this? Don't walk off the damn log, Dave. Stop sprinting. You're almost to the point where you're going to lose your, not... Astrid. You need to get down this rope. Okay? I'll put the link in the Discord later. Editing a little on my MacBook and then using the GIF generator. Quickly. Did you just turn off Megatorch, Astrid? Twitch also has an auto-animate as an option. Oh, is that true? I didn't know that. My sister's favorite movie is Blazing Saddles, and Young Frankenstein is a close second. That's awesome, Tiny Bird. Your sister is cool. Okay, you carried the torch. Good job. Now, I have seen a wolf here before, which I was quite disappointed. But I see a bunny, so I think we're okay. And I'd love to know what are these crows circling? Abby someone. Yes, I'm almost sure that was the name. Abby who? Abby Normal. Abby Normal. Hey, hey. Unfortunately,
Always making my head feel thick.
we're still going to need the snow shelter. Abby, hey, match hype. Matches. Hey, Baba. I'm about to let my torch go out. Oh my god. Oh my god. Not Mega Torch. Don't let the Mega Torch go out. Abby someone. Abby who? Abby Normal. I'm almost sure that was the name. Abby, I've told you before, you need to watch Young Frankenstein. Then you'll know what I'm talking about. How much do I need to make the... I'm still not overburdened. And I might have an energy drink, too. Wow, could I get up the rope? That would be crazy. We're super cold. Not happy about it. I know, Astrid. You're going to take a little condition hit here. Let's focus on the torch. Feel the heat of the torch warming you. Do not get overburdened. Do I have enough energy to get up this rope? Is the question. You just set the link to General? That's good. Everyone's trying to make Megatorch. Carpal Tunnel's coming back. Oh, I hate Carpal Tunnel. Look at the glow. Keep calm. Do I just freaking go for this or what? Let me see if I have an energy drink, because I kind of thought I did. Where does that show up? I guess I don't. Is there a ledge? Nah, screw it, you only live once. There is possibly a ledge. She's going way too slow. I think we got this. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Not any torch can be Megatorch. It takes only a special kind of torch to be Megatorch. This is like, you know, like the chicken of the sea tuna. Not all tuna can be chicken of the sea. Well, here we are in Milton. So everyone can be excited because I'm in a zone I don't know that well. Now I do have the crowbar. I would like to get to that little house. It's around here somewhere. Is that it right there? Yes. Alright, we're out of stamina. That's alright. I think this was very successful. And weirdly, we're warming up in here, which is kind of surprising. Of course, he has nothing. Because he's useless. This is going to screw up our sleep cycle, but, you know, we'll deal with it. It's ironic you don't know this zone well, because it's one of the first zones that many people learn. Yeah. I didn't go far on story. And I don't like looting. I mean, I'm not going to say I don't know where anything is here. I know a few things. I know how to get to the farmhouse. I know where the keys to the farmhouse can be. But there's parts of Milton I don't know. I remember somebody said, oh, go get that out of the bus in someone else's stream. And I'm like, there's a bus? There is a bus, apparently. All right. I hate extinguishing that, but I don't want to waste it. So what I want to do is take like a 1-hour nap. Astrid, you've got enough food that we could like eat a candy bar Maybe 2 candy bars.
Starving.
Putting on the Ritz. Oh, that's great. Yes. Young Frankenstein has a great putting on the Ritz scene. History teacher has decided I need to play story mode, which I'm fine with. What did Baba say? I missed what Baba said.
Oh,
We're
no,
warming
it's
up in
fine.
here is what the last guy thought. Yeah, that's true. Maybe 2? I should have gone 3. I just want the weather to clear up so that I can get to the gas station. Well, that did nothing. It's not light out enough for me to use the you can't light torches with the mag lens. You have to make a fire with the mag lens. Nope, can't use it. I still haven't used this. The problem is I don't really know how to get there. I know you need the pry bar, which I have. I probably should switch to a torch, but I don't want to use a match. What's up, bunny? Does this take me to the gas station? Looks like it's taking me to the mist, like Stephen King world here. I'll follow the road.
I need to find a place to rest.
Well, that's what I'm working on there, Astrid. I just always get surprised by wolves here. Alright, there is the gas station. Astrid, can you navigate over this? Thank you. Oh, this will be too much for you, though, won't it? I can't... What do I do? Oh, she did it. Okay, sorry.
All I can think about is food.
The ending of The Mist. Brutal. Brutal ending. Stephen King told that guy that, like, that's a better ending than the one I came up with. Alright. I really just want to check these lockers. No. This one. Oh, lockers, why are you so disappointing? We'll check the rest of this after. Hey, milk's only $6. No more cash. Well, that's good. I mean, yay. Dog food. Candy bar. Let's see if the refrigerator, the cash register actually has cash in it. It did not. Saltines. Ketchup chips. What? What am I ignoring? I'm sorry. What? Dave, look at chat. What did I see? Why are we shouting? What? What? Does he still need a bedroll? Why? Did I walk by one? Did I? What are you doing, Dave? He definitely saw it. I did not see it. I did not see it. I wouldn't have left. I mean, I was focused on other things. There's a bed. What bedroll? You looked right at it. Look, you guys really don't know how my brain works. Oh, there it is. Yay! I swear to God, I did not see it. Oh my God, Abby, please vouch for the rest of these people. Tell them. No, he really didn't see it. That's really Dave. Dave is astonishingly unobservant. I would have found it eventually. My brain didn't have it in its like search pattern. I was thinking about clothes. The stress. What if he leaves without it? Oh, good. Abby didn't see it either. All right, that makes me feel a little better. The first time I've called Dunn Dave. I mean, that is my name. I see the firewood, by the way. Okay, I know that's there. Now I'm all, like, salty about it. Like, yeah, guys. I don't appreciate you thinking I don't see stuff. Yeah. Sometimes Dave's brain just kind of gets stuck. And it doesn't work. Alright, well, the bedroll is huge. Obviously. That's huge. That opens up all kinds of opportunities that we did not have before. I'm sure to leave it somewhere. Like, just get ready for that.
This'll come in handy.
Like, that's coming. Saw that. I see that too. Do I care about stump remover? I don't think so. And look, Long Dark, I'm not breaking down every freaking cardboard box you throw at me. That has to be a highlight on the channel. Oh gosh, guys, I'm sorry. I really don't do it on purpose. I swear to God, I don't. On some level, it's embarrassing. I know it's entertaining. If I suddenly became a really good player, the channel would probably die because the only entertainment value is watching me do dumb things like that. But, I didn't see it. I don't know what to tell you. I was about to shout a bit to get his attention. That would have worked. This is important. Okay? Shh. This is really important. Don't overthink where entertainment value comes from. Well, that's just it. That's what I said. That's what I'm saying, Koru. If I became a good player, everyone would be like, oh, this is boring. I like Dave because he's dumb. It's funny. I could do it here too. Basically, we're just reinforcing where squares are. There, that's good. Is there a circle? I wonder if you can spray paint the toilet. There's a lot of shapes in here, but not the one I want. Alright, this one's kind of stinky. We could do that one. This is great. Rotate it.
I'll die if I don't get some food soon.
Astrid, excuse me, I'm kind of busy here. It works. I love it. I feel like we're watching Sesame Street now. Oh my gosh. Well, I think wait, let's put the fire on the fire barrel. That makes sense. They're going to give me all these spray paint cans, man. I'm going to use them.
Our community grows.
Life After Dark is like, oh, I got to see that. Hey, it's Life After Dark from earlier. Hey, Life After Dark. Thank you very much for the follow. Why can't I put this on here, but I can put it on here? This is amazing. That's awesome. That's great. I love it. Okay, on the bed. Can we do it on the bed? Yeah, I was done, but well, I mean, I'm always done. I think you know what I'm trying to say. But food and drink. What would be appropriate here? Avoid direction. We'll go that. Yes. Avoid the pillow. This is fantastic. I love it. All right. I think Astrid deserves to go to sleep. Let's let her eat. What are we going to let you eat, Astrid? Dog food. Very good. Yeah, the fumes in this room right now must be amazing. Yes, head goes here. In case Astrid forgets how pillows work, now she knows. Candy bar. All my low condition crap. Oh wow, pork and beans? Yeah, sure, whatever. Happy little squares, nice. Okay, I think I've got enough now. She needs a full, she can't get the full 12, but we can go 10. Astrid's a terrible Airbnb guest. That's true, Baba. That's definitely true. All right, we have survived 12 days on our second Interloper run, and we just acquired something we did not have last time, the bedroll. Amazing. So we're in Milton, which is a zone I don't know that very well, and we're going to look for some clothes and probably hit the farmhouse and the church. I think there's a church. I don't know Milton great, so maybe I need to stick around here for a while and learn it. On the other hand, I really want to go forge, but we got to get better clothes. Once we get the better clothes, then we go forge. So we'll see if Milton provides us more clothes. I think that is going to do it for me for this evening. We'll be back tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for more Long Dark, more second run of Interloper, and we'll see where this goes. Thank you very, very much for watching. I appreciate all of you so, so very much. You are so wonderful to me. Thank you for putting up with my antics, my silly mistakes, and just loving me for them anyway. I appreciate it so much. I will see you tomorrow. Till then, stay safe. Take care of each other. I'll see you next time. Have a great night, everyone.